Good morning. Welcome to Amber Marine Knits. My name is Amber. Welcome to my crafty channel where we're going to talk about what I've been working on. Oh, it's been a long week. Work's been bleh, but that's okay. We got some stuff done. As you know, I've been hyper-focused on trying to get projects done. And I think I'm succeeding, so that's kind of cool. So, finished objects. I had a new cast on, kind of, sort of. It's weird. Show you my whips and then a little bit of books and life. So we're going to start with finished objects. The first one is the blanket. This is the Moss Stitch in a Square blanket by name right here. Yarns used, Line Brand Mandala and the colorway Meowth, and project page that will be linked below. The paler color is the Meowth. There we go. I'm not good at my Pokemon names. And Groot is the other one. I like the darker colors. So I made 9 Moss Stitch squares. We're just gonna go all the way around. That one's cool looking. And I alternated the colors. There we go. I did 30 rounds each color. Used a size H 5mm hook. This square is probably my most favorite, kind of, sort of. It looks like a football. Not like a football, but it looks like football, right? I see it. It's there. So I finished this. I did just a single crochet border. And then before that, I seamed it together. I just did a slip stitch to seam it. Usually I actually sew things together, but I didn't want to. So yeah, this is my finished object. There we go. Glad to have it done. This will go in the mail soon. So that way the friend I made it for will be able to gift it to the person they know that needs it for a baby shower. But yeah, it's just nice. I don't know the dimensions of it because I didn't measure it. I think the squares were about 13 inches. So 13 times 3, 39. It's probably 40 by 40 roughly, which is fine for a baby blanket. But yeah, so that's finished object number 1. Finished object number 2 was a quick little start and finish yesterday because was going for a little drive and I didn't want to take either one of my projects, so I made a baby hat. This yarn is Mainstays, the acrylic from Walmart. I do not know the colorway name because I don't have the tag by me. Pattern I used was vaguely the Barley Worsted by Tin Can Knits. I did not do the garter stitch on it because I just didn't want to. So just a little baby hat. I made the smallest size. It's cute, it's pretty. Got it done in a day. So that felt nice to actually have a little tiny finished object because my whips, and actually I may end up making like a hat or something to go with this because I have more of both of these yarns. So we'll see what happens there. That's beside the point. But there's that, because that's all my finished objects. But my whips, I feel accomplished. I think I'll be able to meet my goals. So the first whip we're going to talk about is the Wild Horses Sweater by Pop Knit. This is a sample knit for Emilia Fangirl Fibers. Yarns used, I don't know the color names or the base. This is the gray. This is the multicolor. This, somebody else saw it, looks like candy necklaces. You see the candy necklace there? I can. So, we're here. See, I think this is approximately where I was at last time. It's right here. We are now right here. And I didn't even pick this back up till like Sunday or Monday. It's been a lot. Finished the armhole, bound off the stitches. This is where I will be steeking it for the sleeves. Exciting, right? We're going to move the marker so that way we can see how much I do in this next week. I mean, ideally, by next week the body will be done. We'll see. My goal is 1 chart repeat a day. I've kind of been making that. So I've done 1, 2, 3. I've done 3 chart repeats, and the body is 9 chart repeats. I'm going to assess the length at that point and see if it needs 10 to make sure it's long enough. Oh, hey, we can look at my floats. Not bad. Not great. I've had some issues. Where's that spot? Oh, let's look at it this way. I do have a spot where I messed up. Where is it? Sorry, I've got a stitch marker on it. But maybe I lost it. I don't know. It's gone now. It's fine. But I will show you at some point then. But what happened is there was a spot where I knit in the darker color instead of the lighter color. And I was able to just drop down and kind of fix it. But it left me with loops. And that's bothering me. I can't find that spot. There it is. Okay. So it's right here. So the float is way too long now because those were 2 knit stitches. And I was able to go ahead and, there was enough of a float for me to use the other color on it. But that's something I'm going to have to like tack down or something after the fact. So I just put a marker on it so I know it's there. But yeah, it's still not bad. I can't wait to block this. I'm really thinking about, we're going to see where I'm at time-wise. But I may block the body. I may, once I finish the color, block the body. But this is non-superwash. It's so soft though. It's non-superwash, so I don't expect it to really grow a lot. It looks so good though. Oh, I love it. Okay. Enough about this one. So we'll see where I'm at next week. But I've got approximately 6 more charts to do, or repeats on the body. And if I can do one a day, maybe I can do it by next Friday. We'll find out what happens. So that's whip number 1. Whip number 2. It's in a bag made by me. I had to... Yeah, this is the bag. I had to switch the bag the horse's one was in. It doesn't fit in the zebra bag anymore. This is the DRK Everyday Sweater by Andrea Mowry. It is done in, I think it's Plymouth Yarns, Rome. In this pretty purple heathery color. You kind of can see some blues and reds in there. It's pretty. This is sport weight. I was approximately there last time you saw it. So we're going to move this marker. So I did split for sleeves, and I've done a couple inches on the body. So, look at me actually doing markers. So yeah, so I've done the sleeve split, and about that much on the body. So not a ton, but like I said, this is more my mindless knitting. I would still also like this done by the end of the month, as well as a horse's sweater, but this one takes a little bit longer. It'll be okay. But yeah, it's been a nice knit. Except for it makes me sleepy because it's mindless. But that's okay. It's not a bad thing. But that's all the knitting I've been up to this week. So it doesn't look like a lot, but I really feel like it was a lot. I mean, because I powered through. Because what did I have done? Like 5 or 6 squares on the blanket last Friday. 5 maybe. And then I got the rest of the squares done. Sewed it together. Did the border. Woven the ends. Got everything done. Not bad. So we'll see what we can do next week. So that's all the knitting and crochet. Spinning. I did finish the spin. So I still need to wash it. So it's mostly finished. This is Falkland from the Fiber Fairy. I spun it on my electric Eel Wheel 6.1. I do want to note, if you're interested in a spinning wheel, try and put the link below. Dreaming Robots has their Nano 2.1 that just came out yesterday, I think. Yesterday or today. So if you're interested in a small, affordable e-spinner, the Nano's great. It is small. The Nano is like fits in your hand small. But that's what I started with. And it's great to only spend, I don't know how much this one is. The other one was like 130, I think. But to only spend a little bit to see if you actually can even like spinning. So I'll put the link below. So that's something you can go check out if you're interested in it. But back to the spinning. So I did a 2-ply fractal. It is a sport weight. Unwashed, it is 290 yards. I feel like I'm going to lose some of that in the washing process, which I'm going to do today. But it's not bad. I don't know. I might have overspun it. I might have underspun it. I'm still trying to figure that part out. Like, I can spin, but I just haven't quite figured out the right... I don't know. I'll get there, though. I feel like with spinning, you never, kind of like with knitting, you never learn it all. Like, you might learn the things you know how to do and stick with those things, but you're never actually going to learn everything, which I like that because there's always more stuff to learn. But yeah, glad I got that done. Very pleased. Let's see. So I made notes. I do not have them near me. That is it on the crafting stuff. I'm going to finally block the Go-Go Dynamo from last year. That's one of my goals for today, is getting that blocked. Yeah, that's it. Working on that sweaters. Books. We're moving to books. So we all know I've been jumping around on those, right? But I did find some stuff that has entertained me. Pictures here. So I, trying to find random stuff to read, was able to find some stuff. So just random looking on Libby. I found, sorry, I gotta look at it here. Sanctuary by Ilona Andrews. I hope I pronounced that right. It was good. It fit what I needed. I mean, it's fantasy. It's a post-apocalyptic, there's magic and technology kind of world. I am reading the adjacent book. So she's got a main series about a character, which I'm pretty sure I've read one or two of through the course of just reading, because I know I've read this author before. But I'm not reading that main series for whatever reason. I don't want to get started on a long book series of one person. So I'm reading like the adjacent ones. So I read Sanctuary. It's good, short. I really, really enjoyed it. Kind of a Christmas special, really. It wasn't. I don't know. It was nifty. And then next one I'm currently reading is Iron and Magic by Ilona Andrews. And it's a series, so same world, but just an offshoot series about different characters on that one. So I'm like half done with that one. Like I can't put it down. Like there's been times when I really should be knitting and I have not been. I'm 75% done, so I might even finish that today and see what my library has to find more. Let's see. I did not finish Christine Feehan's Shadow Rider. I just wasn't feeling it, so I didn't finish it. Doesn't mean I won't finish it eventually, but I'm just not right now. And I'm just checking my read books to see if there's anything new in there. Nope, yep. So you know all that on the reading. I am not quite where I want to be. My goal was 100 books this year. And I read a lot, but I actually don't necessarily read quite that much, and I'm not. I mean, I'm only 40 books this year is what I finished. Which for me, I feels like not a lot, but yeah. It's nice to set a goal. You don't have to meet the goal. You just have to strive for the goal. As good as you can get, that's what counts. So that's it on the reading. Watching, nothing yet, although as soon as I actually plug in the TV and hook up the PlayStation to it so I can watch Netflix, I am planning on watching Wednesday Season 2. I just haven't yet. Let's see, other life stuff. Oh, yesterday, I finally got to try out disc golf. I didn't do very much of it. Like, we did 2 holes. That was it, because it was hot, and we didn't realize there was a disc golf place there, but my sister's been playing. It was nifty. I've always liked Frisbee. Aiming's a little bit trickier. Like, you throw differently than you would with a traditional, like just playing Frisbee in your front yard. But it was still fun. It was terrible at it, but I could at least throw in a general direction. That counts for something. And yeah, that's all I have for this week. So kind of short and sweet. I do appreciate everybody for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody has a great day, and see y'all next time.